Hey again, this is Misha from Quickstart Forex with quite a few live trade setups that are occurring on multiple currencies at the moment, so I quickly want to run through them. The first one is on Euro JPY 6-hour chart. We can see here a very strong bull move into a support and resistance area. It is fairly recent area, so let me just, oh no, that is the wrong currency pair, sorry. Let me go back. This is an old area. Let me find the place. It's even higher than that. There we go. Alrighty. So it's a fairly old area, but quite strong area. We can see here. When was this? It was a long time ago. 2016, beginning of 2016. Very strong bounce here, consolidation. It had a lot of difficulty breaking through this area, and we're now coming back to this area once more with a very pretty 6-hour and 12-hour setup. So what I like about this setup is particularly is it's a fake break setup. So we've got an inside bar here inside of this big bullish candle, small inside candle, and now we have a fake break. So generally with an inside break you would expect momentum, but it is a fake break. We see this pin bar piercing through the breakout candle and closing back inside on top of a support and resistance area. So this is a quite nice setup, but not much other confluence going on in this trade. We see over the last couple of months it has been very bullish, but this indecision here and this fake break does show for quite some bear strength coming in. The next one is on GBP JPY 6-hour, and I believe the 8-hour is also currently forming, but I'm not going to take this trade even though it has a nice confluence point. The entry for me would be below this low of this indecision candle, and the stop loss would, generally it should be up here, but that's very high. So I would probably put it above this indecision candle. So say just around about 90 pips. I would not even get a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio before the next support and resistance area. So I'm not going to take that trade. The next one is on the Euro AOD. So here we see also a strong bull move. This is probably the nicest looking one in my opinion, this is probably the one, if I had to choose a setup, this is the one I'm going to take. We've got a nice bear move here, a very good bull retracement on top of a 50 fib zone. So if we draw in a fib zone here, I already drew it in the gray area between the 50 and 618, where we can expect sellers to come on top of a support and resistance area, very recent and quite a strong one, in fact. And now we have here also a fake break setup. So we've got a big bar, inside bar, the pin bar pierces through the inside bar combo and closes back inside, which just represents a fake break, a fakie. The 12-hour is also a nice setup. It's not a fakie setup, but looks just as good. The 8-hour is also forming, so a lot of time frames showing the same thing. I probably enter based on the 6-hour. For me, this indecision candle is good enough. I'm not going to enter on the break of this. I'm going to enter on the break of the indecision candle. So the low of this is at 1.4913 roundabout. So entry 5 pips or so below, 1.4908. The stop is very large. So for me, in this regard, I don't really see the point in placing the stop that high of an indecision candle, because if it closes above the support and resistance area, we would have to fight against support in any way. So I'd probably place it just over halfway of the range of this pin bar. It's a bit more advanced things, but good to know. So around 70 pips, probably 1.5 target is easily reached to the next. I might even, because it is a nice 50 retracement, target just before the support and resistance area. Then also we've got something forming on the US dollar Swiss franc. This support and resistance area is a bit odd. So it's almost stuck in between two areas. So we've got a very strong, this was news though, a very strong body bounce here. And if we go back, we've got body bounce here, body bounce there. But this upper line is also quite significant. Let me just find the areas. I don't know on what time frame I placed these. Maybe it was just that last bounce. Then it isn't that strong in fact. So this last bounce here. So this bottom one is probably the stronger one of the two, which is just fine. We've got very strong body bounce here, almost a body bounce, consolidation, and we see a large reversal from this area. We came back to this area, we broke through, however we did come back inside. And here again the strong body bounce, and then we've got a wick bounce here. Oh no, wait, that's a different area. There we go, these two. So I'm probably waiting. The entry could have been this, but you see the order would have been cancelled as soon as a new low has been made. So what I'll probably do is but the 12 hours looking very good. I'll probably wait for more confirmation on the 8 hour. This does show that the bears still have quite some strength, but the bulls are fighting back. The nice thing about this potential trade is that there's a big upside. We could potentially see a large reversal, but this downtrend is quite bothersome. And then that is it. This is also a potential setup, but it already broke through too low for me below the support and resistance area, so not a setup for me. I'm probably going to enter the Euro AUD setup and maybe the Euro JPY, because it is a nice, very nice fakey looking setup. The support and resistance area for me now, thinking about it again, is just not very strong. It's old. It's not that it's not strong, it's just very, very old. And that is a bit of a problem. Just want to see if there's any other confluence points that we can see. Not really. So if it closes on the daily like this, I might just consider trading it. But the Euro AUD looks very nice. GBP JPY looks nice, but sadly not enough space. And US dollar Swiss franc, a bit risky, but also potentially a very nice setup. That is it for this video. So it was a bit long, a bit messy, but I hope you learned something from it. Hope you have a good day and safe trading. Cheers.